Hi everybody, this is our second video where we are discussing a quote. The quote today is, "Appreciation is a wonderful thing. It makes what is excellent in others belong to us as well." I love this quote. As you guys know, we've talked about appreciation and we've talked about gratitude and being thankful quite a lot in our class, and it's a really important skill to hone and to develop throughout your life. One really important life lesson that I've learned is to thank every single person for every single thing that they do for me. It doesn't matter how small it is. Our actions affect others, and we know that we can think of kindness as sort of a boomerang, right? It comes right back to us, and appreciation is the same way. I talked to you guys a lot about my professor who I had in college, Dr. Green, who talked about gratitude as the best feeling in the world because it makes the person who's receiving it happy and the person who's giving it happy, and how it grows both people. And I love this quote because it says, "Appreciation is a wonderful thing. It makes what is excellent in others belong to us as well." So not only is appreciation important to express to others, it's important for us to realize too what we appreciate about other people. Someone who I think a lot about for this quote is my dad. And so growing up, I would always kind of look to him and see what a hard worker he was and what a strong person he was. And I always really appreciated and really admired that. And so that is a trait that I strive to have and I work really hard to have because I appreciate it in him. So the people around us sort of act like a mirror in that way. They reflect who we are, and when we look at them, we see what we want to be, right? So for today's quote, what I want you guys to do is I want you to think of a person in your life who you appreciate. And I want you to think of some specific, really specific qualities that they have. So it might be that they are hardworking. It might be that they are kind, that they are hilarious, right? Someone in your life who you just think, oh my gosh, they just light up a room. Someone who's really intelligent or who is really good at caring for other people. There's so many qualities that you might admire. So I want you guys to think of someone in your life who you really admire and what you admire about them. And I want you in the Google document to write me a response. And I want you to tell me, what is it that you appreciate about them and how are you going to make it so that you have that trait too? What are some things in your life that you can do so you can aspire towards that, right? So my example was, I think of my dad, who's really, really hardworking. And some things in my life that I did to have that trait as well and to also be a hardworking person is I worked really hard when I was in school, even though school was really, really challenging for me, especially math. I always try and learn something new every day so that I can do things for myself. There's lots of ways that I look up to my dad and that I try to kind of integrate that into my life. So take a few minutes and think of someone who you really, really, truly admire and who you appreciate. And think about what is excellent in them and how you can make it so that that is a trait that you have too, so that that belongs to you as well, like our quote says. If you want to think of more than one person, think of more than one person, right? Some of us have amazing parents who we look up to, amazing teachers, aunts, uncles, grandparents, or even someone who's famous who you admire, right? Maybe a brilliant author or someone who plays sports or someone who speaks up and advocates for the community. There are so many options that you could think of for this quote. So that's it for today. One more time, we'll end on our quote. It is, "Appreciation is a wonderful thing. It makes what is excellent in others belong to us as well." I love you all and I miss you. Can't wait to hear from you soon. Bye!